Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's bloody hot, isn't it? Look, I've got one of these, and I've got one of these. And I'm going to see if I can make the aircon on this a little bit better than it is at the moment. Now, a couple of caveats before we get started here. These vans, these Masters and these Movanos, haven't really got an exceptional reputation for having decent air conditioning. To be honest, I think mine's probably working as well as it works, to be honest. But we'll see if this brings any benefits. Maybe it doesn't. The bottle itself and the kit, I'll put a link down in the description if I can find it. It's about 85 quid, 80 to 90 quid, depending on where you get it. It's on offer sometimes at Amazon, like everything. But hey, you know, maybe it will bring us a couple degrees temperature drop. Who knows? We're going to give it a go and see what happens. So, you may have seen these before. This is an aircon refill kit. Now, you've got to get the right one for your type of vehicle. This one is an R134A for this vehicle. You get the can of gas itself, and you also get this little hose with a valve, like a fill valve on it, and a little pressure gauge thing. So we're going to read the instructions and then see if we can make any difference to the aircon in this van. Now, full disclosure, my aircon does in fact work, but it's not spectacular. But it comes equipped with it, so we're going to try and make it a little bit better. So I think the first thing we need to do is to run it up and get a benchmark of where we are in terms of the aircon. Right, so this little infrared probe thing I've got is probably not the tool for this. We probably need like a one you can stick in there and leave. So the temperatures aren't realistic. However, what we're looking for is a drop across it. So it's blowing out, I would say, cool air, and it was about 24.5 degrees. Measures about 24 degrees coming out of the vent, or if I point it into the vent. So, and the air feels to the touch, it feels cool rather than freezing cold. So now we're going to have a read of the instructions on this bottle and see what we've got to do. So, having to read, donned the old glasses to do it. So basically it's a three-step process. So we've got to find the low pressure port in the van. We then carefully, following all these instructions, which I'll put a link in for this anyway, so you can get it, is connect up the hose whilst the vehicle is off. We then need to run the vehicle for 3 minutes and observe what it says on the gauge. And there's a little table, you're not going to be able to see that, there's a little table on here for you to decide whether or not to top up or not. It does say about if there's zero pressure in it, something's wrong, as in it's not holding any pressure. So don't refill it in that scenario, which sounds like good advice. And if you start filling and you can sort of, and it just sort of hisses or empties out again, clearly all you're doing is wasting gas and potentially polluting the environment. So let's not do that. So let's locate the low pressure port on the van, and we'll try and get this cable hooked up and see what we think. Right, so this is a Renault Master, or it's a Movano actually, but the same deal. Down here is the low pressure port. So we should be able to unscrew that, remove the cap, keep that safe. Now that is where we plug our little adapter in, following all the safety instructions. So I'm going to need 2 hands for that. So I'll get that connected and we'll come back. Okay, you see that, and the instructions say we need to run the van for 3 minutes with the aircon on max, so that's what we're doing right now. We'll see what that gauge looks like there. You can see it was in the lower end of green, so it might be good. Maybe this is as good as it gets, but we'll give it 3 minutes and then we'll come back. So we're doing the 3 minute running, we're about there. Interestingly, so we've been running for about 3 minutes now. Interestingly, this temperature on this rather inept way of measuring it, it's kind of gone up, and it does actually feel slightly warmer than it did before. So when you go and check what the gauge is actually saying, so to me the gauge looks like it's a little bit in the green but on the low side. So according to the bottle, we should be able to give it just a little top up and see what happens and see if it makes any difference, basically. Right, so it says give this a good shake. Give it a good shake up. We'll attach it to little squeezes at a time, and we'll just try and get that gauge up into the green a bit more, see if it has any effect on it whatsoever. You never know. Maybe the air conditioning on these is just crap. Who knows? Okay, bottle's attached. So we're going to give it a little splat. See the gauge rose a little bit there, and it's falling back down. We'll just see how it settles. Give it a couple more. Right, so give it a few blats on the trigger there, as you saw. And to be honest, the sort of needle comes up a little bit in the green and sort of settles back pretty much where it was before. I don't want to stick loads in there because I'm not really sure if it's having any benefit, and I'm probably just wasting gas. But what we're going to do now is detach the system safely. So that is engine off. As you can hear, the van's not running. And then we're going to disconnect that, put the cap back on. And I'm just going to run it for a bit more and see if it's made any difference to us at all. Right, I've been driving around now for 2 or 3 miles. Give this a go. What we got? 21.2. Right, so we just done the temperature reading again there, and I've just been driving around for just 2 or 3 miles to kind of see if it made any difference. And much to my surprise, the temperature from the outlet dropped quite a bit. Now, I think it's probably 3 or 4 degrees from the original reading, which is definitely lower, although I accept that this is probably not the best method of measuring the temperature, but there is a marked difference. You know, it even vibes only driving around, I can definitely feel that it is a little bit cooler than it was. So, in conclusion, do I think it's worth it? Well, I mean, it's 80 or 90 quid, and according to the bottle, you could probably do 3 or 4, maybe even 5 top-ups of it. So if you've got a couple of cars that run the same refrigerant, it could be well worth it. It's well worth a go anyway. Do you know what I mean? Short of you're just leaking out everywhere, then all right, there's nothing you can do there. But actually, it might be worth a go, because like I said, you could top your own vehicle up 3 or 4 times once a year, and that could that could do it for you. You know, it could work out to be good value. But each to their own. But it's pretty easy to use, straightforward. Follow the instructions, and like I said, I'll report back if anything changes. But on the face of it, it did make a little bit of difference. Although, like I said, the caveat being these vans aren't well renowned for having the best air conditioning anyway. But anyway, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you don't. And by the way, you may have caught it, the eagle eye among you, I've got a little bit of a merch thing going on. So there's a link in the bottom of the description of this video to the little store. There's just cups and t-shirts at the moment, but I'll be adding a few other bits and pieces. But anyway, get your thoughts, comments down below. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.